slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Akwaba, this is Truth and Tensions. Guys, like I always tell you, over here, I speak the truth and I bring out the tension in my discussion. Today's video is actually brought to you by Primark Wear. Pride in my African culture. I say, what happened is this year I qualify. In this section, it's an NGO Primark Wear. That red, yellow, green with the black star. And NGO there, myself. Just go to your internet, on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, and just type www.primarkwear.com. Then just shop online. I just a click and a turn a pede eshenu. We're about shipping straight from Ohio. Not that bro, Ghana. Maybe I will be also say Europe, UK, Asia, every part of the world. Primark Wear be delivered straight from Ohio or that bro. Actually, into online and shop as well. Social media platform or your Instagram or your TikTok and a Facebook or your Primark_Wear. Just have a communication there with the person and what turn them making straight from Ohio or the bro straight to Ghana and every part of the world it will be Primark Wear. Pride in my African culture. I say what happened is this year I qualify. In this section it's an NGO Primark Wear. That red, yellow, green with the black star. And NGO there, myself. Just go to your internet, on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. And just type www.primarkwear.com. Then just shop online. I just a click and a turn a pede eshenu. We're about shipping straight from Ohio. Not that bro, Ghana. Maybe I will be also say Europe, UK, Asia, every part of the world. Primark Wear be delivered straight from Ohio or that bro. Actually, into online and shop as well. Social media platform or your Instagram or your TikTok and a Facebook or your Primark_Wear. Just have a communication there with the person and what turn them making straight from Ohio or the bro straight to Ghana and every part of the world it will be and it just some kesoko so in there Zilla Auto Engineering and Logistics Company Services, also the Adfofro Abba. Also the Bronya Rebeno, this is the month of October, very soon the Christmas. It is a Eshena se Ghana and Mono, Ghana and Guano, and a product Tibia or Ghana, Dibia if you the Wafun when pede the America deno. Just contact Zilla Auto Engineering and Logistics Company Service. Ewo, also Atlanta, Georgia. Se car so ne epede to a used car, another a brand new car from US or fair. Or your spare parts, a ball joint, or say a hobble, say a shaft to say brake, any car party be a EPBA or USBiano. Just feel free to contact Zilla Auto Engineering and Logistics Company. Also, no area pe enyamano or from Atlanta, straight Ubepe Ghana. Today I have with me a very, 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 very special person. I call him a brother. He's also a friend. And he's also a radio personality from Spice FM. Yofi Eisen.
Today there you got my name right.
Yeah, today I got the name right.
You got my name right.
Yofi. And the pay Bibia Boko.
Adam. Takashi. Yeah, the name.
Yofi, the bed in Komoka Krabi. You were Takoradi.
Yeah.
You play can some craft for Takoradi. You did Takoradi in Komonka Kranka in terms of everything Takoradi. Into an pay ye bear or the Takoradi Komona, ye pede yeti viewers. I hope that whatever that we are going to say, I'm just hoping and praying it's not going to affect anyone. Maybe I some fan personal or just in Komoka Kene yedi. Yofi, a more radio station at the Spice FM. How long have you been doing this job?
So Semekade as a frontliner as in me being a host.
Okay.
18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
In the radio business. Wow.
Like 20 years in the radio business, but 18 years
as a frontliner.
As a frontliner.
Wow, beautiful. Oh, no, say 18 years, another 20 years. I'm not sure when we're talking about radio works, then you have great experience about radio work. Saint Emeka the people are of the view in Takoradi there. Radio works, it doesn't really pay. And when I say Echo, built the Accra, another Kumasi. These are the two major cities I'm going to talk about because this is the two cities in yenim.
Say Golden Triangle, Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi.
Yes, it's golden okay, into yemfa from the pinnacle now to Kumasi. Actually, one radio personalities now. At least kakene yenim no, ehu de say show na brabom na hwe woni asetenema. Ehu de radio works in Kumasi and Accra no or pay off. But eba the other side of the triangle now or Takoradi now. It seems there but many are to form kakra mehu. It seems there the radio works in Takoradi doesn't really pay. And I'm after that she wants me there. Say if you are going to do this radio work, let's say Sika Kakra Bima, then you have to move from Takoradi to the other side of the triangle, that is the Kumasi and Accra. Why didn't you ever one of them?
Well, it has always been so. Since I moved to Takoradi, it has always been so. Why is it so? Now, Yembisa yen them question. Radio stations, how do they even generate money?
Yeah.
How do they even generate money? So radio generates money through adverts.
Okay.
Nature commercial radio.
Okay.
Generates money through adverts. Okay. And actually the market size of Oye Kumasi, actually the market size of Accra, comparing it to the market size here in Takoradi, no, Oye BBO Takoradi, no, the market size, no, yeah, very small.
Okay.
Accra, the market size is big. Kumasi, the market size is big. Atasa. There are companies here say or run adverts wahadia. Sika obutia no okwa Accra obutia more.
Okay.
There are companies in Accra say ebia oil do pedobe advert or Takoradi Orbano budget utia wa Accra no Orba wetwado.
Okay.
Like what todo. And I'm talking about the multinationals.
Okay.
The multinational companies like the MTNs, like the, you name them, the multinational companies. But meanwhile, no, say motor airtime 20 cedis wa Accra. Value amenya no is the same as motor airtime 20 cedis wa Takoradi.
Okay.
But when it comes to yen market or you're different.
Okay.
Okay. Because they believe the yen market in Israel. And I always say they're comparing the number of radio stations we have in secondary Takoradi or even Western region as a whole, no. Or also pa for the market we have here.
Okay.
So imagine you have a station in Accra. Let me use say Peace FM.
Okay.
Peace FM or cover the whole greater Accra.
Okay.
Atasa. Yeah. The whole greater Accra baby will be being a piece of it. If you ultimate even central region.
Central region, yeah.
Ultimate a little bit of eastern region.
Yeah.
Atasa. But Aba or western region, the stations here in secondary Takoradi, no.
It's only limited to secondary.
Or limited to secondary Takoradi. And Ekade Erbuim na Abodu, Ebia, let's say Takwa Abodu Bogoso na the rest na you pay more.
Okay.
Even in terms of electricity, you pay more. But the money coming, no, osa to okay, me pay them bo do these places based on I can earn more. Abo do takwa businesses are here no. You do bogosa businesses are here no. How much are they willing to pay? Secondary Takoradi, which happens to be the city of Western region, no? Let me quote on unquote, which happens to be the city.
That's the capital city.
Capital city of Western region, no? Companies or one there, businesses or one. How much do they pay?
But before that, do you think we have a lot of businesses in Takoradi?
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of businesses in Takoradi because Korangaza Sikenim.
Okay.
Sikeni Kronim. Comparing secondary Takoradi to Accra or Kumasi. Atasa. So obi wɔ Kumasi at age 19, mentality a ɔda team is to make money into ɔnam force line Charlie or your business. Obi wɔ Takoradi at age 19, mentality no po on drain the or drain Charlie. Me mami wo fi bi na papa wo fi bi madam aso me nye di ben bi medi. Atasa comparing to Accra as well. Accra mentality no so different. Inti or the mentality and there is no money in the city. On empty. Why there? How to get money no becomes a problem. And we have so many radio stations here, which we are all competing for the same market. How many radio people do you find them driving? Not to talk of the brand of cars we drive here. I always say, I did radio for a very long time. The very day I got a car, it became a news on social media. But these are normal things radio personalities in Accra and Kumasi are doing, and nobody's even talking about it. And they are driving good cars. Some are driving Range Rovers. Some are driving Mercedes-Benz. Some are driving Land Cruiser Prados. But normal. Some are living areas that are expensive. The East Legons, the Chados, you name them, the McCarthy Hills. But it's normal. Some have hotels that are running. Abeku Santana owns one of the biggest hotels in FN and Eastern region, or Webri.
You've missed them questioning. I'm a matter, I said the advertisement not bring about the money to the radio industry. And yeah, but Abeku Santana Munadia we used to the make cars and own them properties. Are you telling me the main in Yamana, the main radio personalities will use no, the main cars and the main properties no one, or as a result of advertisement na oba one radio no man na there say be one owners of the demonstrations no I know who whisker the dado what the treat one workers nickel.
No, as what is coming to the station seb you enye dwuma or Ghana Water na nkeji salary or friend then ECG and the one ka the Ghana Water edwuma no kofom nti yen push sika from ECG near for membership. No, it doesn't work that way. Or the advertisement that is coming. So the radio personalities or what's not or what crown be sound there advertising another one show.
Okay.
Adverts not that don't and a word here. How much is the station making from the adverts that are coming? It means that Charlie, I have about 20 LPMs on my show. Each of them is paying me 10 is paying the station 10k, that is 10,000 Ghana cedis. Okay. So 20 ekekabuma in a month
10 times 20.
Yes, 200,000, right?
Yeah, 200,000. Yeah.
Thank you. So if they let's say LPMs or damo obia a month 10k on my show, that is when I can walk to my CEO or my general manager and tell him there, boss, sikana udi tiameno and so me. Okay. Looking at this X amount of money that is being generated for my show or the show that I am hosting, me feel the yenye bibi kakra wo me salary home. Say if a month we are making 200,000 on let's say the drive I host. Okay. In a year, you get what I mean? So then we can have that conversation for me to earn a very good salary. But this is the case, the show I am hosting, LPM so good, they are paying 1,000 Ghana cedis, 500 cedis, 800 cedis. That is local markets. The multinationals that comes in, some are paying 3,000, some are paying 5,000, some are paying 7,000. We are not making that much. So when I go and you see, Abahana, most of these multinational companies and most of these adverts or I run through.
Okay.
It's the same advert on the morning show, the mid-morning, the drive, But when you go to places like Accra or Kumasi, people are saying, okay, I want my advert to be placed on this particular show.
Yeah.
Or this particular person.
Okay.
And I'm a pede or run
Me advert.
me advert in mum.
Okay.
So when you have people like that and you have things like that happening, you can go to the table and have a conversation about what you are taking home.
Okay.
Kumasi, people that, like when I started radio, the senior men I knew in Kumasi those days could be driving through town and see a car they like, and it's a chaloton. I say, di machina yanko me boss ho. Okoso senior, me ho car we o me pe o. One nka ho asem ma me. The senior knows that okay, car na we hu no. Na ni je ho. Mama Toman, because the money we are generating on the show because of this person. Ebia metomana in less than a month. Metikano. So better. Bring that conversation to Takoradi. Sanity. Debbie. So stations are not making enough to take care of its presenters, DJs, or the people working in the station. There are stations here in Sekendi Takoradi. I can tell you there. Sometimes people complaining into your car and want to business man. Where is the money? The radio owner or the CEO as a businessman. I was at a business. And he wants the business to bring in income. They remember them scenario in there. Running a radio station is like buying a taxi or running a transport business. Or taxi, ni sales or the baba. Ena yedutia driver cow. Yede maintenance. Yedutia roadworthy. Yedutia insurance. A taxi ni sikau. So if I drive a taxi and I want my friend, the owner to pay me well, I don't want chale ebia what or there every day me sales are make ebia 500 cedis, but every day I am making sales around ebia 1,500 every day. I can go to him and tell him say sikana ditia mekano onsum. So I mean, do something about it. Looking at how Mejumate and the sales I'm bringing in, the taxi owner wouldn't like to lose me. Because in there, ebia ojam ho like omamoko no be full bar. The person can't generate that X amount of money. Into no obepedo anyi bet na okay, ebia mti okọ 1,000 Ghana cedis, ise moti okọ 2,000 Ghana cedis so chief. Make sure sika mede bana the 2,000 Ghana cedis so mti bia yenya ne 3,000. Onyimde sika na mebo omam 3,000 a oteto dem nyama kitin fima still obenya kakra. So only problem. But here is the case, you are not making anything. Even sales now was a year no cry no. Yet you want salary increment. Now sikane baka for no.
So this brings me to my question. On the initial no, maybe so there. As I'm a matter as the radio works no, the money they get from the radio works is from the advertisement now. And now I could be for local markets and the multinational markets. That I'm asking this question again. Does it mean that Takoradi we don't have a lot of local markets? And if yes or no, does it mean that the local market that we have no? Once radio works are saying there, they don't have the money to bring their works onto the radio for advertisement. I don't know if you understand my point.
Yes, I do.
Because if advertisement number, then it's as a result of the local market not bringing the advertisement.
Not necessarily a result of local market not bringing advert. Even if the local markets are bringing advert, how much are they paying? Comparing our expenses, fuel, what taxes say tia, salaries are tia, logistics are run atasa. Ahina wotia. I can tell you there. Most of the businesses here, I connect run advert more than you want to kana. If you also a bed minus you in a month, if you mam 2,000 Ghana cedis, one kasson. Most of them.
Probably they are not making that money. Like I want to say,
Intina meka there. Sika enyi kronim.
Okay.
I said it.
Okay.
And moreover, there is a reason why we run adverts. Why are you running adverts?
Yeah.
For people to know what you are selling or what you are into so they can patronize you. Atasa.
Yeah.
So, Takoradi more. The number of shops or down.
Yeah. The number of empty spaces.
I know the number of empty spaces in America. The number of empty spaces. Kwa kramo.
Onye bi mpo.
Wonye bi. Kwa West Hills more.
Onye bi.
Wonye bi. Kwa Achimota more.
Onye bi.
These malls wonyina why full. Kwa Kumasi City Mall.
Onye bi.
Abraha ebi da ho.
Ogbe mon so Takoradi wache. We still have empty spaces.
We still have empty spaces. Even there are businesses who are J or spaces in the mall. They've moved out because they are not making sales.
Okay, so this brings me to my next question. American I'm who the empty spaces at the mall. It might be one business when two man succeed work out. Some few weeks ago, I think if I am right, some few weeks ago, and I am brother in Shaba
Kojo.
I think me whole videos no on 2 radio stations. I think one was Connect FM. I don't remember the second radio station. And
I think the second was Sky Power.
Sky Power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Odin komo bebree. But I'm just going to pinpoint and I'm gonna pick just a statement to be of making. Then I will let you have your say on that statement. Statement okay in there. I might be right quoting. I'm not really going to quote him exactly, but I'm trying to bring out what he actually said. But okay in there. Say a business person. Na say a reba Takoradi to set up a business. Na say baby say ono a basic advice from him. He will tell you not to come because of feel the Takoradi for bogo business. Into no more can in there. He will not allow any investor to come into the city to invest. What is your take on that?
I will agree and disagree with him.
Or a business owner.
And sometimes I will agree and disagree with him. You know my CEO, right? Kwame Edumante.
Yeah.
Kwame Edumante on Takoradi boy.
Yeah.
Or a Kumasi boy.
Yeah.
And after secondary school, Oba then Takoradi polling out TTU. Obi no ye ne service with Sky Power FM.
Okay.
And he rose through the rank to become a marketing manager with that same brand up until or move on to establish his companies.
Okay.
Establishing a company in Wegwa.
Hungry.
Is the company not running?
It's running.
Why do you think it'll run? Sometimes it boils down to how you treat the people you are working with.
Okay.
Sometimes. I'm not saying always.
That is employee-employer relationship.
Yes. Sometimes. Debi ameka de Kwame Edumante ye obi a nejuma jay oye zen. It's not because he's paying millions or he's, giving you a super comfortable life.
Exactly.
But it's how he treats you, how he speaks to you. Kwame Edumante is someone that share. Why you the as you see, or very smart. You think for said what educational level? Odrohin.
Okay.
ABSO may SS liver.
Okay.
But because I have the talent, that's why I'm also okay. No, I want you to continue your education. Now don't go to school.
Okay.
Obi de age and ejuma or easier.
Easy, even when until you because of the relationship in the world.
A benya issue. Let's say some pressing issue. You need certain things to sort certain things. He's one of the CEOs that you can move to and speak to him. Say, Chief, issue say you nah, I didn't. Catch her there. Okay, bia. At that moment, or tight, but ebia meeting one more bibia. As at that time, Obama aye a bit flexible. Obi di n'edwumaje or easier.
No.
Do you know the number of media houses that when you made dinkomo? But for me to move,
It's difficult.
it's difficult. Every minimum because hey, oh dear, mention the spice they'll be movie. We are talking about money here. But I didn't mean movie. You get what I mean. I remember some few years back, there was a stationer. No one in Casa. In fact, why am at work? I had to no idea more.
I will poach you.
No, it wasn't really a poach, but now years in command, what they were offering as a then I would say was better than what I was taking. I mean, this is money.
Yeah.
I want to move. So I spoke to my general manager. He said, I'll call you back. We have 5 minutes and me see you, Fred. The first statement he made was, hey, unko baby, unko baby. And that was the conversation. You see, what's unko baby? I see.
I see.
Most of the people who run businesses will chrome hano. Can be someone when you want year jumane there. How were they treated? And chrome hano osa. Enti ankoma obi de bokono. Ononye adwene obi benya wo.
Okay.
You see how I am here, I'm talking about Kwame Dumante. Okay. And he's a young guy.
Yeah.
He onye obi akado no, he's a very young guy. Asasa. Or adwene odane and how he treats his workers. There is someone watching who doesn't know Edumante, but automatically will fall in love with Edumante because of the things I am saying. But Edumante no KKK. There are others who say, and a man who is not here, and will give you a different perception. Before I joined Focus One Media, I had worked with a couple of media houses here in Takoradi, Takoradi. And I can tell you that I can't sit here and say same about the CEOs I worked with. You get what I mean? Yeah. You would establish a company or a business. Na afa obi ejuma. How you treat the person is number one. A 19-year-old person in Kumasi, the mentality towards work is different from a 19-year-old person here in Takoradi, Takoradi. Atasa. Yeah. Because most of the people here in Takoradi, Takoradi, emesiafo and amenyifo no. Share emenyifo no. Mentality is to move from Takoradi, whether to go settle in Accra or the Obobodo. Obi only passport po only di abrochi won komo. Only passport o. But only the abrochi won komo. That is the mentality.
But I think the main or near in that some. I mean, actually from.
Until make sure that oye sunaban. Oye mebo na adiben you know. Awo mbande na say mebo nyim dem papa onye mesi afusam. Oh yeah, no, we don't tolerate things like that in my home. But ne papa ye mesi afusam. O do age we do chale yeah. Beti mi da adwo aba mi desi aba. So it's the things you see when growing. Ono no be part of you. Exactly. Inti from titino only passport but na adwene chale dem mutu kwana na meyeye.
Yes.
That is the mentality mutu kwana na meyeye. Besia no so ne mentality de obo war bronyi bi anade obo war boga bi anasi bi. Yes. So attitude towards work, you're different. Even one small businesses say be a render service to nkofo bit me chase obi a e be chase na ma. Me big man bi o chrome ha na or a signage bi wo nifie. Or the contract no ma one away them ejuma ni bi wa ha. Why I didn't about to? Just come and fix it. Your problem.
Oh God.
But oyobi a ofiechi and obey yanko abeyeko. Yeah. Cause onyim de oye no also wenyu a on the next time a besana friend. A besana man recommendation. But hani and you know we try me be like my jimisika my me cat it at my or minya mama timer. I'll go and fix it for him.
I think the Misubano actually word dream that particular moment.
No. No.
how things will
No.
work in the near future.
No.
Me know your dream perfectly. Eh, mumbo be anet, but me know your dream. Boy, a particular artisan be a me no me fear, me juma. Brother, it's been over a month. Why this school?
Exactly.
Why this school? Carpenter, why this school? It's been over a month. My friend on farm call. My friend be on farm.
But of obi fie chill kumasi be we feel the oh chale me yen ntem ma wa. Na wenwa jejuma no ho a. The next time you come to me, when you could be another obi kado pe bibia you oh chale padi na juma efo or fast so you give that person recommendation.
Them American, the Musumani adenedi.
The next time
Medena metum advertise o amobi. Mede metum I recommend you ama the next person no. Ebi sama oni mobi idea oh mini mobi but onye serious. And the moment I make it onye serious no. Elu say ejuma. Elu say ejuma ni ho. One na be no real.
Ain't na make catch but you see this mentality. Maninya opportunity no ntu kwa no nkwa abrochi. It will change.
Yes. Yes.
So the mentality is mamuntu kwa no nkwa abrochi. Mo kwa abrochi za beyeye. And ono krampo no fi ho a even yamfa ho na wo pay school. Oko uni. Hwe won na wo che wo university wa ha.
Yeah.
Ahon na wo fi baby wo by university wa by secondary or TTU. The number of people that will be a okado mpede metina Takoradi, a few
of them, yeah.
The number of people are wo fit secondary Takoradi woko university wa Accra. The number of them or obakado came I want to come back to Takoradi and do something. A few. Majority wants to live there.
Stay there.
If you don't, then oye. Attitude I had ye juma wa. Yen suban. Obi a boy joint. Or ba wafu be a juma. Aboko de kota de kwa bet now. Sometimes by 15 minutes cannot be attended to. So no boss and I know be na babet now na. What now? I shall no phone. Oba. Oh, then mo mini mama nko he. But obi a oye particular about ejuma oye. Enko ba na pana we take stock about of ensa wo. Ye we. Nti betre bi sa na aba nsa no wo na. Oh, ye we. Oh, nka me pe we o. Because onyes can into obo convince oh we ni o but ka we dey nka ni we na ko and also me pe oh da bia na o no me no but o pa try obe convince o but aha no aka do we ni o me cause you okay
I think where you didn't them or you be need when to know why the more force on them when you no why they
no it's like it's like or your attitude or attitude why there oh mama maybe school edwuma bi ani ho mama mfa wala menye edwuma papa meje
to won treat edwuma you wan say
to treat edwuma ni ye ti me banana mam them attitude na the next time I will come. I have a friend who owns a nightclub. It was supposed to be a sports bar and lounge, but now it has turned into a nightclub that operates a kitchen. Sometimes got to is banwo. Quite girl lady no or save the ban no. Miss Moye and I quickly called my friend. I was like, if you keep this lady here, we'll be moto the ban. Imagine it wasn't me and it was some other person.
Yeah.
What is the mentality? How would you don't go for me? Yes, you also got to be an cry. But to be also watch Charlie, Eba Mesma or Swatch or back up.
Yeah.
So every time you want to go back and buy food, even when you are not hungry, immediately I come Charlie, happen or you have that option. Charlie, let me call this person or let me move to this side. Your attitude towards work. Say if you have 3 or 4 of Uncle them sooner, do you think your business will stand?
Internationally, in this case, no. You accept what he said.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I agree and disagree with him. So I took it from the point of how business owners treat their workers. And I made them see you here example. Then I am telling you attitude of radio Jumaya. There are radio presenters. Or you man open a weapon. If you station or you man crown on tay, No, they assume see our but this time you are born you double. So let me quickly call him or let me put it on a platform that Charlie I didn't born one and I do be microphone or the microphone is blasting. So on no what happened? Maybe nothing about the business concerns him again.
So you know you're within that hours now.
But them no run a juma. Them no a juma. If a juma, the juma no it doesn't it will move. You see, there are people who don't even prepare. They'll just come on radio. There are DJs who don't even sit and go through the okay and them born you mean or china man funny day okay day na no. I'll play this name the babu this, but because he knows I have the songs on my laptop, I have the songs on my external drive and is at my disposal. About now we folder okay mambo so I honor you man okay befa okay befa. But as a DJ, if you want to move on, as a presenter, if you want to move on, you prepare before you come to work. We live in a society where we don't prepare before we go to work. Iti be a juma oba, meba, master samoho, masha mebate, ma betina ho. Into obi abetina ho na wa so na egua na achia no po. I don't see it there. Mon sorry na me position egua ni yi na ahanye fe. Make sure be obi ba. Obo look attractive. Sometimes customer ba betina ho ansa wa fa oye desta na ebia senso ansa wa ba be papa table do wa customer nanyim. So oye yen attitude towards work. Obi a boy provision shop do be at nano. Eboko no nyo. Sometimes ebia fan there you are driving a park wo shop nanyim. Epede ton entem na edetiado. What to dey? Ebi ni ho. But enka grandpa cho to den. Is you know and chili na say na whether I the only nsu a chili wan hwan you mama just to convince you. But and chili you. Cause all sorry we you cry that brown no cry no. Oye ne yaw. So this I want to come again. It's about here. The people I want business. Onyin another oko name what me sustain what secondary Takoradi are CEOs who are serious about the work. A friend and workers who are serious about the work. Oh yeah, here play. As my brother Kane, I can't chastise him. Yeah. I can't fault him. Mm-hmm. I can't say what he's saying is a lie or the truth. But me, he's my friend. Yeah. And I've had people come to me to complain. Let me nyimobi ejuma oho. And OJ. So one time you say also OJ. Now yeah juma juma late to cry na you better full pay. But ask yourself how much is the person taking home? Sometimes you have to be considerate. Looking at the timer upon juma around Monday from Tuesday through to Sunday. Let's assume that it operates in the night. Obebe juma 6. And I am fan the weekend numpo. Weekend ebia obebe juma 6. 6 no onye ho and a business na start to. Into obo wo ho be ye pray ye till late in the night and kofu baba. Nkofu no be fi obe 4-5. Tell 4-5 na wo be fi ho no. Man ye be your account. Yenya account yen close bibia no na probably about 9-10. Me if you on fie no. Na almost 11. Ebia mudu onye ho na America da. Ebia mi ndi do dem pay di bambi dia na de men da no po no about 12. Nipa so do den ka 18 eda 8 hours. It's a men da no about 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oda ka mo sorry about time. 8. But because I would have to come to work at 6, it was by 4:30 or 5, master.
What's a wonder though?
What's a wonder though? BP. You know, all of your molestro. Ewa.
Yeah.
Ebia me ye minyama. Na me beduma no ma 5 minutes later. It's matter. You're not working with robots. You're working with humans.
But do you think the employees they have such conversations with their employers, like there is a communication, like we explain them your manager on there, this is the situation.
There are some employees who don't care. On the my boy Juma, my food Juma, you have to be here by this time. You should be here. That is how Kojo was treating his people.
Yeah.
That is not what I am saying. That is an example that I am making. That's so when Ebia me ye Juma, na say this is how I feel. Juma no me. But you go and sit somewhere, they won't pay Juma. You get it? No si then na Sebio customer one no mensa. Once there are some certain customers on a back the unknown saying you men fan bottle on the table though. There are certain customers they will tell. There are others on you are better befa. There are others on say mamunum we metime hu make calculation. That's a customer be them. Ebia or sorry. Nano ho bottle ne bia bottle ne bi foma or payer. As I've been to the mama for bottle into me toll.
It's not that I don't know ni no ye edwuma ye funu.
Etina make sure that oye aha na ha. Inti make sure that I will agree with him and I will disagree with him.
I think maybe one of the points I must agree with him were a particular example be just just a year ago. There is a joint we also we both the Takoradi. I mean, because for the sake of whatever we are doing, to name joint me. You call the to Libano. Very nice joint, very nice location. Yet on a one menu, BBI. After that, now more than I don't call the name neighbor. Whoever was serving us in the Benny be saying, na I get this here, Osumes na Adi watch a one fan bar. Do you know what the lady told us? Mm-hmm. And now that my wife so you'll be she also runs food business. Yeah. And the lady told us that Portugal gas has some.
And you couldn't come and communicate to me then.
No. You don't even need to communicate to me the gas has. That's my point.
You should
find something else to tell me. But to tell me that gas has
you should look at the communicate that to me. Like, oh, maybe Portugal maybe I find a to rice. Maybe I'm near for what's and to be
just find something to tell me. But to come and tell me the gas has some. Do you know what you've planted in my mind?
When you're serious,
seriously, before God and man, from that day, Obium. Na okay there in the young quadia, oh, don't go for ya.
Only thing I made to say, make sure or your attitude, yensu. I bentina nipa krono them because on page my but my mate saw a benina. Ma one kade war for product abruchi de onye serious nketi ne munkwa. Ma one kade or ebesia ma service afrache burger bimbra na burger nempede so on put things in place for the burger to notice there okay yeah me ebesia papa.
To your financial examples another in America one of the key things are a lot of businesses
on thrive
Olugu. Because a lot of businesses
but there are other businesses who are doing well in Takoradi.
But the majority of them collapsing or more than the ones.
One or two. Which aha nah. Nipa webu edwuma no na nipa ori edwuma no. Ade yes sayen suban. Some come boss as me see you now. Make sure there are other stations I work with that I can't sit here and say the same about. See, Mr. T focus one. My salary. No form. Like many HRA didn't come on my salary will form. Meaning them, but then I felt it was okay for me. The very day Kwame came from Accra, I realized that there is a new presenter. Wako until we saying a yeti and because I said David for being count. Because one journey there, me a businessman into yeti and they also know David for being count. Because he felt no near the man need I will form. How many businessmen will do that? I worked with a radio station here in Takoradi in 2010. I don't even call it salary, but it was a salary. I was being paid 150 Ghana cedis in 2010. These things I am fair because I say it to motivate others. In 2014, I was working with another media house here in Takoradi and my salary was 300 cedis. 2014.
So there has been an increment from 2010 to 2014.
300 I'm just gonna make a fine chicksy.
I was not chilling, Brady.
300 cities. I don't know. Up until I moved to Focus One.
Drastic change, you know.
And Focus One, more coin. Even the salary na HR nyema was times 4, times 3 of mana meji as a merbano. Was I think it was times 4.
Okay.
The times 4 by
1,004. Okay.
As at that time. Then Kwame was still like Debbie Mofa being count.
Okay. As at that time, yeah.
And that was I joined in 2015 December.
Okay.
My appointment took effect 1st February 2016. But then I was with the company.
Okay.
That's as I.
Yofi. I guess be brave, but
so attitude.
Young Koi Kakra. Then I'm just making a Takoradi common a year. Takoradi some America. Young room in entertainment. In entertainment industry and a movie industry. Yofi, do we really have entertainment industry in Takoradi? Do we have it?
Yes, we do, but it's not working. As you know, some work advertising glass. Yes, work advertising glass. We do, but it's not working.
Our car advertising glass, but second on two.
But our car on two car.
So we have an entertainment industry in Takoradi.
But it doesn't work.
But it doesn't work.
Yes.
Why is it so?
So it boils down to the same thing I spoke about. Attitude. See, attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. Whether you be rich, whether you be poor, whether you be sick or healthy, is your attitude. So in this life, attitude is everything. You can be rich. If you don't have attitude, usikano or besan. You can be poor. So attitude, you can be rich. So attitude is everything. Yen entertainment industry, no. Gone were the days. Nah, it was thriving in the 80s, in the 70s, let's say early 90s, to maybe mid 90s. It was thriving. Like, you mentioned Ghana music and you can't take away music made in the Western region.
Yeah, Western region as a whole, yeah.
Secondly, Takoradi was the hub of entertainment. Secondly, Takoradi was the hub of entertainment. You name them. Should I say live band music? Like, we're popular in Ghana. Bands. Like, majority of them were here. They were dominating my attitude.
But you know what you're doing because the American actually back in the one of the reasons I'm asking question back in the 70s and the 80s, one of the genre of music we had in Ghana then was the high life music, and you could never bring high life music and take away Western region out of the high life music, because talk about the likes of J.W. Ambule, Papa Yankson, CK Man, we had Joel Aka, even young Western Diamonds here. These were guys and they're like now we're like low-key musicians. So these were guys who were up there in the music industry. I think until the 80s we introduced to Bugger High Life that Lumba Mona even as at that time we had this guy there's a certain guy being he was still trying to do the normal high life music, but that time now Bugger High Life, Abeje. I think until the 90s, until I was introduced to hip life music, Reggie Rockstone, I know what the hip life music be. What try the war down limits, offend high life music.
Yeah, one down limit high life music.
But like
Obefuse,
no. It's on my high life music, no, or call from Kakra. But Mass America in there, actually back in the 80s now. From the 60s to the 70s to the 80s now, we had a lot of Western region artists, and now they were in the limelight. Now the music has changed. Sisiano, you hip life, we have so many genres of music. Why there Western region artists? We can't find them in that limelight. I think Western region I would take only two people. That senior man. I even call him. I even call him the
So we have
high life musician.
No,
That's
we have
Kofi.
we have Kofi, we have Last Made, we have Dope Nation. Don't forget our Dope Nation. Abeka there.
Those people were people from really. Or are they really from Takoradi?
Yeah, where they are from. No, but you see, so let me take Dope Nation out. Let me take Keche out because Keche will blow Keche will blow and cran like it was three. At the point we even thought they were guys
Tema
from
boys.
Tema.
Yeah.
Until they said okay, one in chief.
I think they don't really say it that loud. They're Kofi and Last Minute. What kind of feel not listening to no?
That's our attitude. And what's a mad Daniel no what Daniel Sebio Kwasiana and Sanaduni. Our boys, they are not seeing the wave of the music now. Now music has a different sound. Mekade has a different sound. What I mean is the things people say in music, your lyrical content. People want to relate to music. I mean, it means I can relate to it. And there are people like that. Before someone will say, and you more at the part, it means he can relate to it. He or she can relate to it. If I can't relate to your song, why? The time the Americans took over, the Autor, Kofi Jama, Kweku Flake, Dasaka, what were they singing about?
I think youthful things you can actually relate.
Because Gen Z, Fona Waban, and these were the things they were relating to. So they were talking about parties, they were talking about monies, they are talking about women. These are things that the Gen Zs are Wabandeno. These are the things they can relate to. Some catch right there. A 19-year-old person in Kumasi is thinking about how to buy a land, how to start business, how. So if I'm singing about money, these are things you could relate to. When him say we like to party. So when I'm in the party and they drop a koso, when him say yes, party in a koso.
Are you trying to say that young boys they don't hold and they don't have a good lyrical content?
The things they are singing about are not things people could relate to.
It's a Kutiano Dosana.
Kwesi Flex has this song, Nyameche. Is it Nyameche or something? Beautiful song. Do you know why I say it's beautiful? No. Because I could relate to the song. Anytime I find love, or anytime there is someone whom I am in love with, the things he said in the songs were things I always want to attribute to you. Oh yeah, nyameche, nyame de wa cheme. Mese Saudi my friend nyameche because I don't know what done the dia cheme no. A bro adwene ne ntiase so. To yeah nyameche like, Kenata doesn't really sing about love. But anytime he sings about love, it's a top notch.
Oh yeah. I call him the king of high life music because I think, to me personally, I think what Kenata is actually doing, high life music.
No, so he does high life. The things he sings when it's about love are top notch. Say, friend, then the whole show. Me check you the whole show, baby. Like, what's your baffle for? Check it out. Until I said, be meeting what I said, until my coach says, boom, you. Like, the things he talks about were things you could relate to. He sings about life, which every individual, it's not about you hating me. He sings about the things we go through every day. Behind the scene, there's someone out there who sees you drive, who sees you live in this house, and he feels you don't have a problem. Boy, with the only problem. But if you have a short them, maybe a crown, you get it? Yeah. So behind the scene, you don't know what happens behind the scene. You just see what you are seeing and you think, I am okay.
Yeah, Yofi, making a matter say, but a pedicade, young boy see also was this to a pedicade one like who have mekano. You didn't so to Nyansanyum.
Oh, so it's not basically about singing about Nyansanyum. It's about singing about things we can relate to. These are two different things.
What are they singing about?
What time? Me Mokodo, mo put to shame. No, Kojo me put to shame.
No.
But even the time Kojo sang about me put to shame, it was things people could relate to. Now, obi abone brow. On permase me found. On permasa my wild case and a wild lie and episode of what you think about me is none of my problem. Tell no family home. Never what I say. So when you keep on thinking about things like that, recently, there is this guy very fascinating. Link Up Daddy had a listening session and I was there. Beautiful songs. Beautiful songs. Because the things he was talking about in his music were things people could relate to. As unfortunate, said probably he doesn't have the financial muscle to push the project he brought out. Inti Obide, probably we might not hear them, but we are not there because most of them, some are doing good music, some are doing songs you could relate to, but the rest,
They don't have good lyrical content.
it's not about what they are singing about might be good, but can we relate to it as at now? Only thing na even when our music was dominating, because probably the one living in Accra, the one living in Kumasi, the one living in Sunyani, the one living in Tamale couldn't relate to the song.
Okay, my next question, Yofi. Since you can about lyrical content and the things they need to sing, it should have a relationship with the happenings around.
Exactly.
But Yofi say, "Eshe a bit to the coffee, eshe a bit to the last made." How do you ever dope nation count? You ever embed the sketches so on phone count? It took me to Takoradi Chrome had it took me blow up as a musician. Because I'm for 4 American. I think they all had their hits when they had moved from Takoradi.
They all had their hits when they have moved from Takoradi because they realized the sound.
Remember, the sound, but you could still be in Takoradi. And you still could make that
The
sound.
only people who blew up in Takoradi, living in Takoradi, were TH4 Kwajes and Sasquad. Meche when Hip Life came to play.
Yeah, that was back in the 90s. From what you are saying, then it means that before you can blow as a musician from Takoradi, you need to move from Takoradi.
We don't have investors here, so how do you expect to blow?
So you have to move from Takoradi. No, I want to worry your music. I will try as much as possible to do it in Takoradi. They have to move.
You have to move, but strategic. Before you move, or they who there, probably I have the people who support me, the people who will help me push my music. But say one can say film or the number of musicians that who film.
Yeah.
Before Kofi left to Accra, Kofi had a fan base here. People love Kofi. At the point was Kofi Nima Onyedao. Before Kofi left to Accra, Kofi was the wave around him. No man high grade for you there. Look, I'll sign you.
So you need to build your fan base.
Yes, it should
from
be.
where you're coming from.
Yes, fan base is solid. Fan base, or you're solid. If you have a fan base, that's what will push you out. You will be there. Last Minute, for instance, Last Minute, I not a rap.
Yeah.
Or call Hitmaker, not a rap. Up until probably after Hitmaker, he had Kewa,
Yeah.
who understands the terrain, who knows how music works, coaching him. They had his first hits. Dope Nation, no one here or Namu, who happens to know how the music terrain works. So you can't just move from Takoradi, then move market to Accra. And if you are moving, before you decide that you are moving, you should know that you'll be a Mikita. Something exceptional about the music I do.
Okay. Because they there are a lot of them also over there. Also put will blow up. I bet now where did you feel?
I bet they did Fihako.
Okay.
You can't just move.
Yeah.
Kofi had,
The fan base.
aside the fan base, no writing skills are top notch. Even from his rapping days.
Yeah.
It no rap on there, Charlie, in some na boy in the cano. It was funny or bragging. How could you think like that and say this? It's not writing skills or your top notch. Then he migrated into the singing and the writing skills shot up. Yeah. Because the things he's writing about are things you know, but on Clecko,
Yeah.
the mentor BB, them. Yeah. So there should be something spectacular about you
Before you can move.
before you move. And when you're moving, you've built your connections, people that can help you Ono na Charlie will be bonium tube. Say, Charlie, who is this guy? Charlie, the guy is good though. Oh, I know Andy Dusty, Charlie. I go fit to speak to Andy Dusty, make you put them on, make we see you. Then probably Andy Dusty will put you on. Maybe Andy Dusty will born because there's numerous of Andy Dusty. Charlie, I remember.
Yeah.
Andy Dusty sat in Accra and said he wanted to see Singlets. Guru. You all to me, Guru. When you Guru Shedim, I went to Accra. At that time, I'm Accra most of the times number one.
Okay.
Because we've been friends for close to 18 years now. Is it 18? Oh, over 18 years, like 20 years now. I'll be 41 this year. And like 20 years now. Guru. Yet also, Charlie. Willis beat in person in the anymore because that's at that time that Willis beat.
Yeah.
Willis in person in the anymore, Monsieur sir. Okay, I said for Willis. I called Willis. I'm the Charlie Kofi. Nana, me person. Only boys not Takoradi no. Only back here anymore. I said sir, Takoradi boys said yeah. And I'm so Charlie. Some guy singlet. He's good. I said sir, I want him.
So this is Guru talking to you.
Yes, I said want him. I said aye. Then I played Singlet had a song. The way you love me.
Hey,
Nobody,
track,
you see that when I said the way you love me, you said your track.
Hey.
Why are you saying your track? Because it's a song you can relate to.
Track, man.
That is my point. That is my point.
That guy was.
On the you are saying that my track. Why are you saying is your track? Because you could relate to the song.
That guy, man.
So I played that song to Guru, and Guru was like, Charlie, boy, no friend, nah.
Just top notch.
You drew a so I called. So Charlie, I better cry do Guru so pedo shanty, Shan Willis song, and that's how come Singlet and Guru came to contact. They recorded the first song they recorded was Exodus.
Yeah.
Guru took their song to Accra. The team listened. They said, Charlie, boy, you good though.
Yeah.
Charlie, yes, anya bako. Then they drop Samba.
Major Samba. Yeah.
After Samba, they felt Charlie boy you good. Then they drop Kokompe. Mahasu Kokompe. Straight Abu so kind.
Yeah. I remember that track too.
Yes. You get it? So there should be something exceptional about if Singlet had moved from Takoradi to Accra and had time to live in Accra, Singlet would have been a household name now.
I think he's back again.
Yes, he's
back again.
Yeah, he's back with it. Like he has dropped, I think, like 2 or 3 singles.
Tracks,
yes, and after Singlet, there are artists who tapped into Singlet.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about new way of singing, okay?
There were artists who tapped into it. I don't want to mention names.
Yeah, sure.
But if you are smart and you know Singlet, there are artists that if you listen to their songs, you know, Charlie, this guy tapped into Singlet.
Yeah.
So you should have something before you say, I am moving.
Viewers, also you should have something before you can move from Takoradi to Accra. But in one surprising thing,
No.
let me for the madin to ya. I have a Kofi Kinata. Let me catch my brothers. The guy was Scotland, na me kasa Araba, na me catch him. Me catch him, he was surprised. From Kofi Kinata, onye Kofi Kinata, onam Takoradi or tununjum, abisi ende Kofi Kinata. Kofi, Ami, minfa menuya, minfa huda.
You don't mean it.
I have never set eyes on Kofi. Kofi, it's a video. So on them anero, me that anero be share video. So on them anero do let's say ehun video ya Kofi. Memfa menua inchefui. Memfa hu da from the days of Takoradi to who you are now. Mo da Kofi think about Takoradi bia no. Mo po chawara. I have to see you. I have to meet you. I think what they to me show no do. One day, Kofi. My dream. My dream is to see you. I've not seen you before. So the dream is to see you and meet you. Hey, the moment when you say, yeah, ye di, you back can send me because that quite some or dorsal. So viewers, if you really enjoy this show, watch out. A part 2 of this show will come. A part 2 of this show will definitely knock on your door. Because Takoradi something they hey, you be brave. And then you can businesses, you can music. Ochina, another dafufrono. Ebeka about Takoradi movie industry. Like I always tell you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. Culture Compass. We out.